Right, so today's job is to hook up the fuel system to the replacement engine. Yesterday I finished doing all the linkage, which you can't really see. But it's basically, I just lifted it all off the Series 3 that donated the engine, because in the Series 3 we'll be going to 200 TDI, so I'm going to have to redo the linkage anyway. But the fuel system I wanted to leave in the donor vehicle, and so I need to persuade this on the end of this, so this on the end of that. Down here I've got my midget kettle boiling away, so I've stuck some boiling water in there and the pipe. I'm hoping I can persuade it on the end of here. Bloody hell. Well, that's not even on one bob. Yeah. Right, here we go, good away. Close. Oh, fucker! Oh. Yeah, that was my fingers. Fuck me, that hurt. I'm going to deploy the propane. I'm not convinced this is a good idea at all. Doesn't work either. Right, well that was incredibly frustrating. Oh boy was it. Came very close to just throwing everything all over the place. Throwing all my toys out the pram, but I didn't. I managed to walk away and calm down a little bit. Right. So, and while I was calming down I had a look on the internet. So this is my brake flaring kit. It's just a cheap shit one. So what this guy did was clamp the tube in the brake pipe flaring tool, just enough sticking out. Yeah, that is a good idea. That's held nicely there, without crushing the tube, so that's good. I've cut back away from where I was all that dicking about. Now what I'm going to do is to flare the very end just a little bit. You might need one of those pliers just to get it started. Yeah. Now, plan is put that, trap that in there, and then so here we go. So that's trapped in there at the end of the sealant gun, and then use the mechanism here. And this bit here then will force the connector in. And this is actually, having looked it up in the last minute or two, this is actually a sort of crude replica of what the actual machine is. So yeah, there's a machine that does this and it uses brute force rather than heat. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the edge there to help it in. Now I need something to stop it just doing that and poking out. So probably a bolt. I'm going to use this bit of electrical tape as a spacer on the end there. So put that in there. Bloody hell, I think it might actually be working. Right, so here you can see what's going on. So there's the bolt to keep this bit loose, and you can see it's going in there and it's clamped there, and then this is a spacer. So now I'm going to squeeze the sealant gun. Good grief, it is. I can't believe it's working. See, we're nearly on there now. The trick is try and keep it all in a straight line. Yeah, one more millimetre and it'll be there. There we go. It's only bloody on there. Well, it just goes to show you just calm down, leave the immediate area, take a few deep breaths, and then look on the internet. That is a new thing I've learned. So using that technique, I've done the return and the feed lines. Using the hot water technique, I was able to do that one previously. So that's part of that goes to the filter. And then there's one more line here, which goes to here, and that's a bit, it's quite brittle, but also there's nothing here that I could use with the clamping method. It's just a bit of steel pipe that goes onto there. So for this bit I'm going to use the old bodge of joining it with a section of rubber hose. So there's nothing wrong with using this method. It's you do get a good seal, and I've used it for all the other ones I've ever done. So yeah, but like I said, that clamping technique I thought was really good, really nifty, and I'm going to use that wherever I can from now on. And that's quite close, from what I understand, quite close to the actual proper setup for doing that. But of course, it didn't cost anything. I hope that's given someone out there an idea or two.